All right, it's official. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for standing here today, not just for your own street or your own backyard, but for the future of every neighborhood in San Diego. Today our mission is to restore our voices for our neighborhoods. My name is Margaret Verissimo, and I am here representing San Diego United Communities. I am one of the founding members of this new advocacy group, starting a major movement in San Diego. If you haven't visited us yet, I invite you to go to SanDiegoUnitedCommunities.com right now and look at our mission statement, goals, and read the stories and see the faces of the thousands of San Diegans who, let's be clear, that is a lie. We are pro-community, we are pro-common sense, and we are pro-responsible developments. That is important. What we see happening across this city, from Mission Hills to Claremont, from University City to College area, isn't smart growth. It is a reckless gamble. We are seeing 8-story, 140-unit towers being dropped into neighborhoods without a single extra parking space, without a new park, and without the infrastructure to handle traffic. City Hall has handed the keys of our neighborhoods to the developers, allowing them to bypass environmental laws and ignore the way people who live here. They call it complete communities. But look around you today. Does this feel like a complete community to you? Well, it's not. We are under community under siege. Our mission today, San Diego United Communities, was formed because we realized that one neighborhood fights alone, the city can ignore them. But when 25, 30, 40 neighborhoods stand together under one banner, they cannot ignore us. Thank you. Our future speaks up. Our mission at San Diego United Community is simple: city reform. We demand responsible growth that balances housing with infrastructure. We demand stronger oversight to stop the profit over people mentality. And we demand that community planning stays in the hands of our community, not special interest. Today's call to action to the media that is here today: look at these people. These are the homeowners, renters, small business owners, and families. They aren't NIMBYs. They are the backbone of this city, San Diego. And they are being pushed out by San Diego's bad policies. To our city council and the mayor, look at me and look at them. We are watching you. We are organized, and we are united and ready to use our voices. To every San Diegan watching at home, you are not alone. If you see a disaster project coming to your street, go to SanDiegoUnitedCommunities.com and let us know we can support you. Join our mailing list, join the movement. We are building a massive San Diego neighborhood united union that will ensure the San Diegans of tomorrow, it's going to be a place where people can actually live, breathe, and thrive, not just a collection of concrete towers. It's time to put the unity back into our communities. I thank you all today. Today we are here to support Emerald Hills. Look how beautiful this is. I've never been up here. And Encanto. Yes, give yourselves a round of applause. In the coming weeks, we will be going to College area, Linda Vista, Pacific Beach, and I always pronounce this wrong, so forgive me. Yamashaw Road? Hamashaw Road! How dare me! San Diego native. Hamashaw Road. Okay, community, yes. Thank you. See, they've got my back. We're not going to just focus on housing, folks. We're also going to focus on all San Diego tax-paying issues, such as the latest parking fee debacle at Balboa Park. In fact, we are organizing a Repeal the Fee press conference rally at Balboa Park at the Spreckles Organ Pavilion on January 24th. at 10 a.m. And we will hope you all show up to that. Don't pay to park. Carpool. All right, one last thing before we get started. The YIMBY San Diego Democrats event, they're having an event on December 15th regarding Midway District. January 15th, 2026, regarding the Midway District development. Yes, so if you are all interested in going to that event, I'd happily promote it today. Just wear your shirt, stand outside and have your signs, and happily promote that event. But that is on January 15th. Okay, are you guys ready? Yes. Let's kick off this press conference with a few guest speakers that traveled all the way over here from their neighborhoods to Emerald Hills and in Encantos to support all of you. First up, my good friend, Raul Rodriguez.
Hi everyone, my name is Raul Rodriguez. Let's get this party started. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's tell this city that we're tired. Enough is enough. Let's thank all San Diego United community members. Our families, small businesses, neighborhood leaders, and residents coming together and speaking with one voice. We're San Diego, we had enough. We're not doing it anymore. Enough is enough. True leadership is about building trust and serving the community. This means City Hall must serve San Diegans. All districts, all communities, all neighborhoods, all backgrounds, all cultures, and especially our elders and our children. Our children should not have to leave San Diego to afford a place to live. May that be heard, City Hall. Our children should not have to leave San Diego for a place to live. Our families should not be priced out of their neighborhoods they grew up in. All these people grew up in this neighborhood. Our communities should not be forced to accept developers. And for lack of true community buy-in and failed delivery and real affordability. Is that correct, everyone? Real affordability. So let us be clear, San Diego City Hall. We will not disappear. No. San Diego community is here to stay. We are united, and we will be here for the long haul. So be aware. We're going to every community, and we're going to address all these issues. We are here to fight. This is a call to action for the whole entire San Diego communities around San Diego. Come together, unite, fight these causes. To the city we love, San Diego, America's finest city. Enough is enough. Communities deserve better. Let me hear it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Communities deserve better. Communities deserve better. Bastante es bastante. Nuestras comunidades merecen más. Bastante es bastante. Nuestras comunidades merecen más. We are demanding City Hall, listen and serve your communities. Trust is built when the city officials serve communities that elected them in, or you're fired. Or you're fired. San Diego community wants development policies that put community first, not shady developers, not insiders, not special interests, not failed ideas. We unite together and fight. We unite together and fight. We unite together and fight. united as one committee with one voice. San Diegans. Luchamos juntos, unidos como una voz de San Diego. Como una comunidad. San Diego. Enough is enough. We speak with one voice.
One voice.
San Diego communities.
San Diego communities.
Bastante es bastante.
Bastante es bastante.
Esta es la voz de San Diego.
Esta es la voz de San Diego.
This is the voice of San Diego.
This is the voice of San Diego.
So let's get this party started. Thank you. God bless you. Gracias y Dios te bendiga.
That was powerful. Next up, I've got Eric Law and Kim Grogan.
Point Loma in the house. Woo!
Hey, good morning, everyone. Eric Law from Protect Point Loma. I've been working with you across the communities for months now, and some of you for years, and it's great to see everyone out here. Lord's blessing us with the great weather. We've got a nice break in the rain. Got a wonderful view here, and it's wonderful to see everyone turn out from across the communities. You know, we're having success where we engage, right? We're winning in the courts bit by bit. We're winning at the community level by pressuring some of the nasty developers. Some are quitting, and it's because of everyone around us right here. Everyone is applying the community pressure, and it's having an effect. We need to double down across the city. They're starting to hear it. Now we need to get our voices louder so that the mayor and council cannot ignore us, right? The communities together. 51 communities across the city. We need to be united in our voice. This is an election year. We have 4 council seats up, 2, 4, 6, and 8. If you don't know where you're at, you better look it up. This election will be decisive. It will be decisive. We're here in Emerald Hills. It's important to support Emerald Hills, right? It's not just the coast. It's not just North County. We are under pressure from the bay and the beaches to the hills, from North County to the border. They're after us. They're encroaching on our communities. They're trying to tear our neighborhoods down. It is exhausting when you come up here and you think about it. It's like, we have a mayor who's supposed to be all about equity. And what? We're in a historically disadvantaged neighborhood here, and he's preying on you. He's preying on you. You have beautiful properties here. Supposedly you're in a resource poor area, and what's he going to do? Take your resources away. Take your beautiful properties away. And what does that translate to do? That's gentrification. They want to displace you. They want you out of your neighborhoods, right? They want to turn you over and just make this, rich place on the hill. You people have worked, your families have worked, your neighbors have worked, your businesses have worked to build this community across years and generations. This is your neighborhood. This is your place. You should own the future of this place. You put your roots down here, you built this neighborhood, right? You should keep your neighborhood. You should have a voice in what your neighborhood looks like, feels like, and is represented. This is your park. It should not become someone else's golden house on the hill. That's not you. This is your neighborhood. Let's preserve it. So across the San Diego, all the communities, we need to unite, support Emerald Hills. We need to, I think I saw a footnote 7 thing here. We've been fighting against things like footnote 7. We need to not have the Choyas Valley flood, right? Everyone knows about that. That's what this mayor is about. What did that mayor do? What happened? They didn't invest in that neighborhood. That flood channel was choked with trees and debris. And what happened? Big flood. And now the mayor has the temerity to sue the people who lost their houses, right? You are just prey to this mayor. And as soon as we understand that and fight back against the predators, we will take our neighborhoods and our community and our city back. Now is the time. Who's next? Richard.
What he said.
Richard Santini.
Well, let's make sure we...
Oh.
All right, yeah, so next up, we've got a success story. I keep inviting Richard to come here because it's important to show some success stories in our fight. So, Richard?
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for showing up, especially all my co-conspirators here at Greater Golden Hill, all the orange shirts. So I'm here to talk about two stories. One is a success story in the making, and another one is a current fight. So we're in Golden Hill. We're surrounded by the 5 freeway, the 15, the 94, and canyons. We have a very tough spot. We've carved out a very nice, wonderful community. It's a mixed community with mixed housing. Slowly, the craftsmen have been going away in Golden Hill and been replaced by modest apartment buildings that are still housing people for generations at affordable levels. Well, a lot of those places are now going up and being replaced by 8-story towers. So if you drive around the freeways, if you drive through the 5 or the 94 and you look to our area, we're the neighborhood with all the tall cranes because we got about 5 towers going up right now. In addition to that, we also have canyon lands. Well, here's part of the success story about what a community can do once you get rallied, once you say enough is enough, and you form together to do a combined fight. So we had a canyon, and this is an owner who owns this canyon land next to the dog park in South Park. Wonderful piece of property. A lot of people walk through there. Well, they wanted to sell this property again. They're trying to a developer. Wanted to put in big luxury houses with the potential for more ADUs. And we're thinking, oh my gosh, no, we cannot do this. We can't keep doing this. So we engaged with that homeowner. We engaged with that landowner. They were in escrow with the developer. We actually got them to back out of the escrow with the developer. We got them to donate the land to our team, Preserve Greater Golden Hill, for the tax benefit write-off. And this was just through interactions and constant pressure and showing what this really meant to the community. Much like your open space, what this means for your community. It's a complete tie-in, So then, we were looking at partnering with San Diego Canyon Lands, which they would be very interested in this land, of course, in being a steward for this property. San Diego Canyon Lands is gonna help us transition this into permanent open space, doing brush abatement, doing fire abatement, and which is why we also have the Fire Council now part of our team, part of Greater Golden Hill. Thanks to Susan Swisher right there. So as an organization, we quickly organized from last May to right now. So we're a 501c3. We're gonna be getting land donated to us. And now, originally the city said, we cannot accept this land as permanent open space because we don't have the funds to manage this land, to be able to protect this land, clear the land, doing all that. You guys are gonna have to be the ones to do that. Well, we were looking at doing that through funding and through grants. Through constant pressure and the fact of the second part of my talk, the city has now said, wait a minute, Golden Hill is a place that we need to protect. This open space is a need to protect. So they're gonna be giving us more of the land that connects to Switzer Canyon, incorporating this 28th Street Canyon. The mayor's office, the city council office, and the state senator is going to be all involved in doing this, giving us grant money and helping us being stewards with San Diego Canyon Lands to make this permanent open space. And this is because the community got together and said, no more building. This needs to be open space. We need to protect the resources for our neighborhood. This can't be just more housing. You can't just keep stuffing housing there.
Because we got fired up.
We got mad. We said enough. We said enough. So that's part one of the story. Part two is probably another one that you guys have been hearing more about. Like I said, when you drive by on the freeways, you'll see all those big towers, and you see the cranes going up. They're putting up so much density in Golden Hill because of what's called an SDA, the Sustainable Development Area. It means that within a mile of transit, whether actual or planned, that they can go ahead and get density bonuses. So instead of doing the 3 to 4 stories in our neighborhood, they're going 8 stories. And instead of 17 units or maybe 20 units, they're going in the hundreds. So within a 10-block corridor along 30th Street, which takes you from North Park through South Park into Golden Hill into the freeway, there are over 400 units going up along a 2-lane road corridor that's butted next to canyons. On a good day, when the schools get out, it's already gridlocked without those developments even being done. So we kind of said enough is enough, and we're looking and saying we need to get legal help on this, and we did. We went ahead and we got the same lawyer that's being used for Mission Hills and also from Point Loma, Everett Delano. If you had the pleasure of talking with this lawyer, you would know that you're being charged for every second of every minute that you're talking with this guy. He is spicy and he is a pit bull, but he is fighting for you. And if this is the way he's acting for you, think of what he's doing to the city. By the way, this is the same lawyer who was able to cap Midway Rising to 30 feet.
All right.
This is the same guy. So we went ahead and filed suit. We said, no, you can't keep building in an area where we don't have transit. We don't have, this is at best a speculation 10 years in the future that we might get this transit stop, which would justify all this density bonuses. You can't do this. So we filed suit. We filed a temporary restraining order, and we got it.
Yeah.
We were the guys who did that. We were the guys who actually got the construction crews to stop, pack up their stuff, and go wait. We had a preliminary injunction hearing going. We had to prove 2 things. We did 1, not a problem. The better harm is coming to our neighborhood about all these developments. So the city is going to have some harm. Yeah, they're not going to get their tax dollars. The developer is going to have their harm. They're not going to build this $80 million tower. But our neighborhood is getting harmed because, at best, we may never get that traffic stop. But yet they're stuffing all these people in here. And what are they doing about the people who they're promising with lower income in that building and saying, yeah, you're going to have transit, so it's okay. Well, no, you're not. No. Now it's never going to come.
4% affordable.
Oh, and by the time they get it, it's going to no longer be affordable.
So, the judge went ahead and said, okay, the city plans the way they plan, and I can't change that. So we're going to have to not grant the preliminary injunction just yet, but you guys won on every other account. So as a community, we said, well, we can either keep fighting or walk away or just wait for the trial. And if we win the trial in a year, we're going to have an 8-story reminder. We won the trial, but they're not going to take this building down. So we all decided we're going to keep fighting, and yes, we are. So as a community, we've already had 76 different people donate to our group. And of that, 20 of them are repeaters. 1 is a monthly repeater. And lastly, a good portion of that is not even generating from our community. It's coming from other folks like you all, from other communities, seeing the value of our fight and what we're doing. And that's why Greater Golden Hill and Preserve Greater Golden Hill is here helping you all about your fight and what's going on here.
Thank you.
So with that, I'll pass it on. Thank you very much.
How can everyone find your group?
To find our group, you can come and talk to us afterwards, one of our orange shirt, and you can just look for preservegreatergoldenhill.com.
And donate to our...
And you can donate to our fund.
Thank you.
And now, if
if they can win this, it's going to help all of us in our fights with our lawsuits pending, because there's many lawsuits out there pending right now. Point Loma has, we tried to file, or we're waiting, but there's a lot more that are out there. So with that said, if I can just keep the speaker conversation to be 1 to 2 minutes, would be great. But next up, a very big supporter. This is a huge win in this community, and I just want to share this because it's going to help you guys kind of form how the direction you're going to take to preserve this space. So Ed Moore, want to say a few words, please?
Hey everybody, good morning. Ed Moore. I'm a longtime resident of South Mission Hills. And so, as I recounted the story last time, 2 years ago, just the mayor shows up 100 yards from my front door in a shabby parking lot in front of a shabby building and proclaims to all of us that he's going to put a 1,000-bed homeless shelter right there. Blindsided me, blindsided us all. And for a guy that never paid any attention to local politics, I got a hell of a wake-up call that morning, and I've been on board ever since. And I think some of these faces I recognize have been on that journey. And I even think when I look at the last 2 years, Mayor Gloria sparked something on that day, an outrage that started. We were communities in isolation, and on that day, we started to get angry together, and it's culminated in this, and here we are today. And thank God for that. Here's an ironic tale that will humor you for coming out today. So, one of Mayor Gloria's developer friends, Mr. Doug Ham, who wanted to ride on the backs of us, the taxpayers, for 40 years, with rent payments for this mega shelter. So that building, I drive by it every day. It has sat dilapidated for 2 years, untouched, and in just the greatest irony, the homeless have started to adapt it as a good place to sleep. There's trash all around it. They encamp around it, and Mr. Ham just this week had to reach into his pocket and pay to have somebody come out and install iron bars all around, so now the homeless can't get to the property. So, small victory, I'll take that. But not long after we won that battle with the mayor, another of his developer cronies wanted to build in our neighborhood behind Restaurant Row on Columbia Street a 14-story, 170-foot tall residential tower in the midst of 100-year-old craftsman homes. It was the first protest that we had. A lot of you were there and showed up, and I'm grateful for that. The good news I'll share with you today is the gentleman who owns that firm, was trying to build that building, happens to be a neighbor in our community. And he was blindsided by the pushback. And he now has capitulated. He has put the property and the whole kit and caboodle up for sale. He doesn't want to be part of it anymore. So it's a win. He unfortunately is trying to sell not only the building but all of its plans to somebody else. We've been proactive. He's got it listed with a seller. We went to the seller and said, hey, just by the way, you should know if you're going to advertise this thing. You know, we had lawyers, we've had legal fights against this thing. You know, we let them know that the community is against him, that it's on earthquake faults. We made sure that the seller knows all of the flaws in that property. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be another victory for us. So anyway, that's some good news from our neighborhood. And boy, I'm hoping we get another story like this right here in Emerald Hills. So glad to be out here with you guys today.
Incredible. This next speaker, I'm so happy she is here because she plays many roles in our city of San Diego. She's an important person, and she's going to be speaking on her community today, but I'm so glad this person's here. Victoria Labruzzo.
Yeah, hi.
There you are. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thanks. Yeah, I'm Victoria Labruzzo. I come all the way from Scripps Ranch. We want you to know that North County is feeling the same pain in different ways, but we are. And this grassroots is growing and it's spreading, and we want you to know we have been at Choice Valley at City Council to oppose footnote 7. Our communities are getting involved more and more. But we want you to know also that in Scripps Ranch, we have a lot of the same things going on that you do here. Right now, I have 5 developers all interested in taking out our business parks and putting in development over 600-700 homes in Scripps Ranch, which I don't know if anybody has been that way. We've got a big sign that says country living. Well, it is kind of a laugh now because it really doesn't represent that anymore. We have the same type of situation that all of you have. I have 2 children that are grown. One is in the Navy, one is finishing in college. They can't afford to live in San Diego. They can't afford it. They said, Mom, I can't come back. How can I come back? I can't afford anything here. So we are pro-housing, but we're pro-reasonable, responsible housing. Affordable housing. And there's other just
all the time.
dropping it in with high rises and making us a cement city looking like Manhattan, wherever you want to go. That's not the answer. That's right. That's right. So I'm just here to say we're here all the way from North County, and we are working our hardest to get more and more people involved because it's not working, San Diego. It's not working. And we've got really responsible, smart, intelligent people that will help you make it work. So let's get the right leadership for this city. Thank you all.
Drive. She's committed. She's committed to our city. All right, so the next speaker asked if he could speak because come up here, Mr. Eric. He's a writer, and he's going to help us write some good stuff to the city. Right? Yes? Okay, good.
I'm going to read what I wrote because I don't want to leave anything out. And I did come up with an idea that I would like to implant in all of your brains. So my name is Eric Video. And there's an alarming phenomena that's gripping our city. Many people are suffering. Right in front of us, gigantic concrete and steel buildings are rising at lightning speed. These massive developments, often called monstrosities by those who live next to them, are part of a sweeping policy known as complete communities, instituted by Todd Gloria, the mayor. This policy has radically altered San Diego's zoning and environmental protections, effectively erasing rules that residents spent decades putting in place to protect their neighborhoods and quality of life. Entire communities are being transformed without public consent. What was once known as America's finest city is being fundamentally changed, and not for the better. Property owners like myself, who live adjacent to one of these projects, are amongst the most severely impacted. Our peace, our privacy, sunlight, parking, and the neighborhood character are being stripped away overnight. Developers loaded with outside money appear to face no resistance. Money talks, and when it does, the voices of ordinary residents are drowned out. As the saying goes, the love of money is the root of all evil. And here we are watching it play out in real time. Supporters call this progress, but for many people, especially those who are paying attention, feel like it's destruction. We were told that these buildings will solve affordable housing. Instead, rents are soaring. Sticker shock has become the norm, with units renting for prices far beyond the reach of working families, seniors, or young people trying to stay in the city that they grew up in. People are leaving San Diego in growing numbers, and that's not a sign of a healthy city. The irony is painful. Policies supposedly designed to help the poor have ended up punishing middle-class homeowners while failing the very people they claim to serve. Even subsidized units remain unaffordable for many. Meanwhile, outside developers and large investment interests profit enormously, buying up properties, reshaping neighborhoods with little regard for the people who already live there. Community groups like this have formed. Lawsuits have been filed, and residents are fighting back. To many, the system feels rigged. The question becomes, do people still have any power? The answer has to be yes, or democracy itself is dead. If sweeping laws were imposed to override long-standing protections that the people instituted, then sweeping laws can be enacted to undo the damage. I am proposing a solution to this: rent control on all new buildings taller than 3 stories constructed under the Complete Communities program. This would immediately create genuine and affordable housing while removing the financial incentive for speculative overdevelopment. It would penalize those who harmed our city and protect those who love it and call it home. The buildings may be permanent, but the policies don't have to be. San Diego, once America's finest city, can still be restored. We must not tolerate developers remaking it for profit. It is our city, and we want it back.
I got you here. Thank you. See? He doesn't like to speak in front of people, but he did great. Next speaker. We're almost to our Encanto and Emerald Hills. I'm just hoping you guys can absorb all this information from these speakers that have volunteered to speak. One last neighborhood here before we move on to Eric and Kenny. We're going to go with Miss Doreen Diaz-Pesta. I had no idea about this development when she reached out to me, and we're going to be having a press conference in her neighborhood soon. So if you come up and represent your community, give us a quick update. There you go. Amisha.
Hello, I am here to. Is this working? I am here today because we are fed up. Hamishaw says enough is enough. Enough is enough. Hamishaw Neighborhood Council, we are speaking today about something that no other community group for the last 2 years has spoke about. Application fraud. We're calling out the applicant's blatant, deceptive, and distortion of facts for 1441 Woodrow Ave. The property is described as an empty lot. Blatant lie, as it ignores the existing home that's sitting there. We took photos of it as a joke. Facts are hidden. Code violations for numerous years, and the applicant said no code violation. Fire hazards are being swept under the rug. It's a 25% grade, and these 13 homes would be trapped. It's in a very high fire zone again. And the affordable housing obligations are disregarded as if compliance is optional in our neighborhoods, as if we're not part of California. Compliance for affordable housing. They did not comply, and the fact that they blatantly disregarded it in a written application says a lot. This knows that these developers know that people are not in the city are not looking at the applications. The applicant distorts the historic status of a 60-year home and wrote no home over the age of 45. Most people know that 45 years is 60 years is greater than 45 years, right? If it says no 45, home over 45, and the home's built in 60 years, that's greater. They downplays a site's location. I sent them San Diego Natural History Museum's, one of their senior paleontological people declared it's a sensitive paleontological zone. And this is not paperwork, it's a fact. We found fossils in the area. This is not paperwork. This is our safety. This is our history, and this is our future at stake. Enough is enough. If only the safety and well-being of our families could matter to the city of San Diego as much as these damn developer profits and campaign donations. Enough is enough. We demand immediate, uncompromising regulatory action and real accountability. No more creative storytelling. No more empty promises from that Mayor Todd Gloria of equity and community. Brady. Oh my God. Sorry.
She's so hot and young. Whoa, dude.
Nature.
He has never done that. I guess he's just totally tired of being here. He's gonna be. I know, Todd Gloria, 20 years. He is gonna be 12, and he doesn't do that. But anyways, the last thing I want to say is, authorities must require immediate correction to all these false, misleading statements in the project application submitted by ProCal and Gaddafi, and enforce full transparency for the applicant. Strict regulatory compliance must be ensured, including concealed code violations, historic designation, affordable housing obligations, and safety for our neighborhood. Thank you for your time.
Good job, sister. Excellent job. The dogs are feeling the love. All right, so the next speaker, really quick, Pam, I just want her to give us a couple updates because she just discovered some interesting, Pam Beagle, ADU bonus woman, extraordinaire. I want you to give us a quick, I know it's hard, but quick recap on your fire zone stuff.
Okay, has everybody got 2 hours? No, I'm kidding. Everybody move around. You're sick and tired of standing, aren't you? Yes, you're tired of standing. Move around. Nobody cares what I have to say. Anyway, I'm with adubonus.org. In case you don't know, my name is Pamela Beagle. Yes, it is. Sorry, it's a weird last name. We've been doing the ADU bonus thing, and some of you have neighborhoods where not one, not two, but 10, 12, and 18 accessory dwelling units ended up in a backyard, right? Did that happen to anybody? Okay. I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is, anybody heard of Zone 0? I didn't know about it. Well, apparently the state of California has decided that we all have to have 5 feet around our houses, cannot have any plants, wood, nothing except dirt, gravel, or concrete. How many of you have that 5 feet around your house? Nobody. Good. Okay. So if the state is saying we got to have that, they said you have no wood fence, you can have no wood deck, you can have no wood patio cover. Yes, I know. So I agree with protecting your homes from fire. This is going to cost a lot of money. 82% of the county of San Diego is in the high fire severity zone. I didn't make that up. So that means 82% of our county has to comply. The state is giving us 3 years. But guess what the city of San Diego has given us? 1 year, 1 week. 1 year. And if it's a second home you own or you're living in a rented house, the homeowner has to do it today. So, Zone Zero, folks. There's going to be a few seminars coming up. If you want to go to adubonus.org, you'll see the seminars out there. Get that information out to your friends and neighbors. Thank you.
She is a wealth of knowledge. She keeps us on our toes. All right, our next speaker. Let's get into the speakers that are here for this Emerald Hills and Encanto neighborhood. It's time. Our first speaker kind of started getting us all together back in the day, and with his crew. You did. Mr. Eric Becerra and his wife Lisa Becerra are instrumental in how we've gotten together today. So I wanted to make that clear. Eric, can you come talk about Encanto and what's going on?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Let's talk about the wake-up call, right? What is the wake-up call that one day you were growing up in San Diego and you think that the politicians are doing the best in our interest, right? I grew up here knowing, they're doing their best. But then when I realized what was going on, I was shocked, and that was my wake-up call. Other people have been fighting many, many fights for many, many years. They woke up. Well, we're going to wake up all of San Diego, and we're going to be all the communities. We're going to get together, and we're going to fight these people that are trying to take our way of life, right? So here in Encanto, like I said, I was sleeping one day, right? Our neighbor found out that they were going to build 43 ADUs next to him. And when you start waking up, you see Neighbors for a Better San Diego were fighting this fight for 2 or 3 years. Neighbors for a Better San Diego, they were sticking up for all of San Diego. And you know what? Nobody was listening to them. Nobody was listening to them. And that was a shock to me. I didn't know about Neighbors for a Better San Diego, and now, how could I not know? How could I not share with my neighbors here in Encanto? Wherever I go, wherever I work, wherever I'm at, I'm always talking to people about Neighbors for a Better San Diego. Of course, now Golden Hills, doing amazing things. Here in Encanto, the bonus ADU woke me up. And before that, for 2 years, Footnote 7 was going on. Well, what's Footnote 7? Some people don't know what's going on. Short story, because you guys, we've been out here, right? Once upon a time, there was one of our people in District 4 emailing with D.R. Horton. That's the developer, right? All of a sudden, there's permits that are going to go up for these homes right here. Now, it's twice as many homes as there should be. Well, what's going on? The city was quiet. Everybody was quiet. They found out Footnote 7 was illegally put in there, and it was repealed because people went out there, right? Well, D.R. Horton put their permit before it was repealed, even though it was kind of put in for them. So, because it was put in when they put the permits in, right? It was after it was repealed. Then they're still getting away with it. That's the problem here. They're getting away with it, right? But they're not going to get away with it because we are communities. We are communities united. We have to think of ourselves as. That's right, guys. We have to think, when we go to city council, I remember the first time being there, there's 200 neighbors, 200 people from Golden Hills. We had Linda Vista, Claremont. We had all these neighborhoods, over 200 people, and there was only about 5 to 6 Yimbys, right? We are the majority. We are the majority. We are the vote. We are the vote, right? We are the vote, and the politicians, they need to know that when they see the neighborhoods, we are the ones voting for them, right? So elections are this year. We need 5 members to vote in our favor, right? And we just made it when we had hundreds of neighbors and 5 Yimbys. We barely made it. We barely made a change. But that is going to change because eventually we are going to be all communities and we're going to be thousands of people. We are the union of voters. That's the way they need to look at us. We are the union of voters. We are communities. We are here to make a change. Thank you for setting the ground for things that haven't happened in San Diego, winning lawsuits. Linda Vista, here we are. I look forward to every district, every shirt, and I look forward to the next meeting and supporting other communities. Thank you so much for coming to our town. Thank you.
You brought up an excellent point. Neighborhoods for a Better San Diego has done some incredible work. They're the brains behind our small advocacy group, to be honest. And they've been so supportive of this new group and just showing up and providing updates, and they've done some incredible work. So quick round of applause for that group. I know Jeff's here. Dana, you're also part of that group. Jeff, do you have a couple words? I'd like to offer you the mic just to give us an update.
Well, new year, new trouble. I don't know if you people have seen already, but there's something coming out called Neighborhood Homes for All of Us. And of course, that means look out. What it really is SB 10 coming back under what they think is a more marketing friendly description. So look out for that and be aware that we're really going to have to mobilize against it. We've told them, we just went through the big bonus ADU fight. Can't we just settle and see what makes a difference in San Diego before we start rolling out a bunch of new laws? But I don't know, Todd Gloria is just obsessed with rolling this out. The other thing that's very important is, and it's shown up in the Greater Golden Hill issue, it shows up on the beach communities, is our transit stops don't have anything to do with any kind of reality of a plan. And one of the things that happened, and we've spent time at Sandag, and I think at some point we're going to need to have a whole organized group go down there at the Transportation Committee to really sort of give them a wake-up call. They don't know that the map they draw that allows all this development actually isn't in the plans that they say they are. And this is something they've been getting away with for years, but it's time to sort of call that to their attention. One of the things that ironically is SB 79 is one of the worst pieces of legislation I've ever seen, and I live in a city that has bonus ADUs and complete communities, the other two worst. And it's actually exposed that a lot of things the city of San Diego is doing are not in comport with state law. So in some ways that's working in our advantage, particularly this idea of the stops don't exist until they do a transit design, and that only happens a couple of years. So you can say it's a 50-year plan, but it's not really. So that's coming up. Preservation and Progress is going through the council. One of the things that does is ignores the value of our older communities, and just tries to mow that down for development. And then finally, a lot of the lever that we have is to fight this stuff at the legal level, because the city attorney's not for us, the city council's not for us, the mayor's not for us, but the law is still the law. And so we found that a lot of the ways to only make progress is to bring a legal case against the city. And you've probably heard the name Everett Delano. Delano has been at the forefront of a lot of these efforts. And Neighbors for a Better San Diego is going to be sponsoring a forum next Saturday, the 17th, where he'll be a guest speaker. That'll be at the La Jolla Ridford Library, which is on Draper Street at 10:30. We'll post the information on our website so that you don't have to write it down. But if you've got time and you want to see kind of how the legal arguments work, and a lot of times, all you have is the law, and it's, more narrow and constrained, but at the same time, we keep uncovering things that they've done wrong and need to be corrected. We've made some progress with judges understanding these issues, but they're very complicated, and it takes a couple iterations for people to really go, there's no plan for this stop. And that's where we're headed with this. Anyway, keep up the good work. If it wasn't for you guys, this couldn't happen. We can show up with facts and figures all we want, but it's people that have moved the council to make changes, and thank you very much for that.
Incredible work. One thing really important before you leave today, sign up. There's a sign-up sheet there. Get onto our email list filters with all the emails. We share all the information through our email platform distribution. So if you can sign up today before you leave, everyone, you'll be always in the loop for the next press conference, and then, as Jeff said, that event as well. we'll send an email out about that event. So next up, before we get into Mr. Kenny K, the hostess was the mostess here, we're going to, I'd like to invite a professor up here, very important, powerful woman, Joshua Cornwell Clark, who lives in the neighborhood. And her amazing son. Nephew? Oh, nephew, even better.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Joshua Cornwell Clark, and this is my nephew, Derek. He's the author of The Adventures of Camp Palo, and I'm the author of Eternal Black Eye. The reason that I brought up my authorship is because my book talks about the eternal black eye that we have sustained through colonialism in America. And my family, my mom, Lynn Green, and my dad, Joshua Cornwell, purchased a home in 1975 right here in Emerald Hills on Old Memory Lane. And we've sustained our house all these years and maintained it. And the thing about it is that we cannot be gentrified. Now, all of these builders and contractors are coming through and want to take over our properties that we have sustained since 1975. That's a long time. This was a predominantly black community in Emerald Hills, and the families here grew up, raised their children to become successful, community-driven and community-oriented people. But we have to put the unity back in the community. That's all I have to say, and thank you so much.
Save San Diego neighborhoods!
Yeah. Save San Diego neighborhoods. Thank you so much.
Amazing. That was very powerful. And at the end of the day, I keep getting emails and messages saying, Margaret, look around. Where's the youth? Where's the next generation at your events? We are starting a major youth movement. We're looking at a future president. I see it, of the youth. All right. So our final speaker for today has been very, very important to me personally. He has stepped up to the plate, provided a lot of content that we send to the media. His whole crew's here, filming, documenting all these events. They documented our last event. He donates a lot of his time, money, and effort to make this happen for our group on a bigger picture, because he's passionate about all the neighborhoods, not just himself. And I want to make sure that is understood here today. Mr. Kenny Key is very instrumental for San Diego United Communities. He's a powerful voice, has been mistreated by his own council member. And I just want to make sure he gets the kudos he deserves today for helping make this group happen. He's also a founding member of San Diego United Communities. And I thank you for all your hard work, and I'm so proud to stand beside you, Kenny.
Thank you so much. Love you too. I got new friends all over town now. Ever since coming to this beautiful organization, which is a grassroots organization. And I want to first start off by thanking God Almighty for this beautiful day. I mean, for the air we breathe in. Can we take a moment, you know what I'm saying, to appreciate life? You know what I'm saying? You know, we all have beefs and things going on, but we're blessed. Each one of us are blessed to even be in this beautiful city. And without any further ado, I'm going to share with you. I write a lot, I journal a lot, I pray a lot, and I listen to. I have a moment where I'm listening after I pray. And I know I'm on point right now with what I'm supposed to do. I know I'm in the will of God right now. Our community, our district has been disrespected for so many decades. Not years, decades. From City Hall. And that little boy that came up here and showed his love for his community, the adults need to have that kind of energy. Absolutely. Because we need to lead for them. We need to stand up for them. We cannot just fall back to this bulldozer mentality that is going down with our city hall, councils, commissions. Don't leave the commissions out. They're in there too. But I'm gonna need y'all help to get through this. Today's the day when I'm taking the gloves off, y'all, so just understand, I'm tired. Bad behavior cannot be rewarded. I'm gonna repeat that. Bad behavior cannot be rewarded. This is an election year. What is happening in Emerald Hills is not progress. Emerald Hills is a historic, working class, culturally significant neighborhood. Families have lived here for generations. Homes here are not underutilized land. They are history, stability, community memory. Yet today, Emerald Hills is being targeted for aggressive, oversized development, including a project by D.R. Horton that threatens a recognized historical landmark behind you. Those towers have been serving our city and our community since 1949. And they want to defecate on that history. That is not responsible housing policy. It's a property with culture and historic value. It's being desecrated in the name of speed, scale, and profit. Across San Diego, and especially in southeast communities, we are seeing multi-story developments approved without adequate parking, increased traffic and evacuation risk in fire-prone areas, no serious infrastructure upgrades, no meaningful engagement with residents. These decisions permanently alter neighborhoods without the consent of the people who live there. That is not planning. That is bulldozer governance. Civic engagement is being suppressed. Residents are being shut out through 1-minute public comment limits. It's ridiculous. Hearings scheduled during work hours. Complex processes designed to discourage participation. This is systemic, you guys. This is strategic what they're doing to us. They're playing on our ignorance. Do you consider yourself ignorant? No. I don't think so. I know I'm not. When working with people cannot participate, democracy is being deliberately weakened by our own council and mayor. The council, to him, this is what I really want to get to. And it's not personal when in the sense of a person that is in the seat. That person is a person, but that person is representing a politician. And the anger and the pushback that I have is towards that politician, not that person. You guys need to understand me here, because they want to try to frame the narrative to where we're coming at them personally or something, okay, playing on our ignorance, okay? So let's dismiss that little play they're trying to run, because that ain't going to work. To our council members, Henry Foster, and to our supervisor, Monica Stepp Montgomery, when Emerald Hills residents ask for meetings, you are unavailable. When we raise concerns, we're dismissed. When we demand accountability, you run. Can't find you nowhere. Endorsing each other does not erase the record. Okay, your record is your record. Okay, it is what it is, and you need to stand on it, Henry and Monica. Okay?
We're holding you accountable, Henry.
It does not protect historical land. It does not excuse ignoring your constituents. This is unacceptable, Henry. This is unacceptable, Monica. We are not against housing. Let's repeat that, you guys. We are not against housing. Because where are our children going to live? So what the heck y'all talk about we against housing? We're against reckless housing. We're against reckless, unaccountable development. We stand for community-informed planning, historic preservation, safe infrastructure, and evacuation routes. Parking, traffic, environmental accountability. I mean, what is the reason and purpose for CEQA if you ain't gonna follow it? This is ridiculous. They're strategically trying to violate their own guidelines to suppress our will. We elected them. But they're not representing us. They're representing developers. A billionaire class that has taken over our city leadership. And anything short of voting their behinds out is not the solution. It's not going to accomplish what we want. It's 9 council members. And they all have what I like to say, a betrayal Letterman jacket that they wear. It's got a big B right here. Okay? The class of betrayal. Okay? That's what we're going to call them. Okay? Because they chose to do that to us for these last 3 years. And now they want to come around and, can I get your vote? Can I get your vote? I gave out some proclamations. I gave out some Tic Tacs. I gave out some cards. I ain't did no policy that helped y'all, but can I get your vote? No. I can't get your vote. That's why I ain't doing no town halls then. Where my sign at? Yeah, I had these signs made, Monica and Henry. I made them. I had them made. I hope everybody else start duplicating them, okay? Because y'all need to start seeing them all over town, okay? Stop dismissing us, Monica. Stop dismissing Emerald Hills, Monica. Stop dismissing Emerald Hills and Encanto, Henry Foster. You have not spoke on this subject of Radio Tower, D.R. Horton project since its inception because you guys are knee-deep in corruption with them. Okay, if I'm lying, then come and prove me wrong. Speak on it. Stop hiding. Bad behavior. Repeat with me. Bad behavior cannot be rewarded. Do it again. Bad behavior cannot be rewarded. We're going to heal our city at the ballot box, y'all. We're going to heal our city at the ballot box, y'all. Our city is sick right now, and it needs healing right now. And the healing is going to come at the ballot box, y'all. Vote them out. Vote them out. I don't know what media we got here. We have one brother here. I don't know what he was representing, but I see he go. No, there he go. He here. I don't know who he representing, but I want y'all to take note of that. Where's Channel 7? Where's Channel 8? Where's Fox 5? Where's Channel 10? You know what I'm saying? Who we got? Who we got? Who is it? KUSI in the house. KUSI in the house. Okay, the people matter. Voice and viewpoint. Okay, the people matter. Game Face Video. We here, Game Face Academy. We here because we matter. Okay, and they want to suppress us, you guys, like we don't matter. It's like they want to be dictators. They want to rule us. Okay, so if that's your play, we're going to run our play. And our play consists of coming together, uniting neighborhoods. As long as I've been living in this city, I ain't never seen this many white folks over here in this park. But this is some beautiful stuff, man. Man, I love this, man, because y'all love the city and I love the city. And we've got to come together to flush out this bad class of leaders, man. We got a lame duck mayor, so he gone. He termed out. Hey, each one of you guys have a sphere of influence that you need to get worked in. Work that thing, okay? And get your people fired up because they're disrespecting them. We got to point out the disrespect and fire people up, okay? Our properties value, I mean, look, we got a Johnson Elementary down here. 123 homes. It was only allotted to be 70. 123 homes they cramming up in here, right? They approved it. Literally creating a Palisades situation like up in L.A. But check this out. They already repealed the bonus ADU amendment that had to do with cul-de-sacs. Y'all remember that? The fire department mentioned it to them. Hey, y'all need to make an adjustment on this because we can't even get into those cul-de-sacs no more to put fires out because y'all didn't let these ADUs, they got 20 trash cans on that cul-de-sac now. How am I going to get in there and do it, fight fires when your policies have crammed up the streets? That's the kind of bonehead decisions leadership we have. Why would we re-elect that? Are we really that stupid? But look, there's a lot of people that aren't engaged out there, don't know, you guys. And this stuff could happen. They could get reelected unless we rise up. Now is our time. Now is our moment. Don't be crying and talking stuff if you didn't vote nobody out when you had the chance. We need to let them know, how dare you have the audacity, Henry Foster, to put your name in the hat to be reelected when you disrespect constituents all over town. It's time for you to go, man. What precedence does that set when we allow leaders who are pro-development to be reelected? They've showed their hand. They've showed their hand. And right now, they're doing a little pocket projects all over town trying to prep up their campaign. Okay? And Henry, we already know your stuff is from private money. You ain't did nothing. Okay, little skateboard park or whatever in Encanto, man, that's private money. That ain't you. What have you done, Henry? Nothing. So why do you need to be reelected? Come out here and talk to engage your people. Stop hiding. Monica, get in front of a mic and speak on footnote 7. I'm tired of y'all being complicit and think you deserve to be able to rule from behind, hiding and behind a building, up in your county building. You got to the supervisor position and then you don't engage us. You didn't forgot about the hood. Where you at? Okay, where you at? You say you represent the black community. Where you at? I think it's time to go. I think you had your chance. I think you had your chance, and you showed your hand, and we're calling it, and raising you 5, and calling it all. I'm gonna put it all in on the community. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my chips on the community. The community ain't having this. What y'all cramming down our throats, you bulldozing our historic neighborhoods, throwing up buildings and stuff in historic communities. No established parking. Are you kidding me? And then you don't want to be accountable for your actions and then come around and ask for our vote? It can't get any more disrespectful. And hey, DJ, where the DJ at? I need my anthem right now, please. I need my anthem right now, and I need y'all to feel me. Okay, because the San Diego United Communities, to all you incumbents, to all you councilmen, to all you commissioners, we coming for y'all. We coming for your seats. We coming for your pride, because we're going to embarrass you in public with your record. We're going to create our own content. We don't care about y'all not showing up. Cut it up for me, homie. Blast that for me. Cut it up for me. Come on, homie. Y'all know what I'm talking about? We need to get with this movement right here. San Diego United Communities, all day long. Ain't no stopping us, man. When we come together, they can't stop that movement because it's organic, because it's genuine, because it comes from the heart. It's rooted in the love for San Diego. Ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping us. And I want to thank you guys for the bottom of my heart. I want to ask a brother that's dear to me, who probably originated the fight in San Diego, Brother Hamir Abdul. Brother Hamid, could you please come up to me real quick? And we are in a fight to take our city back from bad governance. And I want my brother to have a chance to weigh in because it's on a lot of levels, and this is a historic civil rights and local politics fighter that I can't even shine his shoes, in my opinion. And I get a lot, he's a cover for me. He's a wise counsel for me, and I want you guys to welcome my brother. He's over the Black Contractors Association, the BCA.
Let's hear it. Let's have it. Let's have it for Brother Kenny. His energy, his inspiration, and his leadership and dynamics. I want to just say real quick, because this has been a very, very enlightening moment for those of us who are disenfranchised economically and socially. African Americans have felt that for too long. When white flight left Emerald Hills, blacks were the first to come here. We are representing 35% of the population in this community. But yet and still, government is setting up prohibitions to exclude the Black Contractors Association, apprenticeship program, and its union from public contracting. These are our black lawmakers that are making these laws. So what I'm saying, when it comes down to what you're representing, I stand with you wholeheartedly. Your First Amendment rights are very in line with what we're expressing. But don't be dismayed. They are going to bulldoze and do what they're going to do because the deal is done. And what will add insult to injury is that you don't see anybody that looked like us on these projects now, then, and never. Because laws had been established. I built that church at 27 years old as a master builder. I built Bayview Baptist as a master builder. The Black Contractors Association, funded by the late, great George Stevens, the people's champ, on 61st and Imperial. So what we are doing here, what I'm here today to say that I stand with you in solidarity for your rights and our rights to stand up and speak for what is right. But it's not going to just take noise. It's not going to take Occupying America. It's not going to take Black Lives Matter. It's not going to take mass national movements. Malcolm said revolution is bloody. Revolution is intent. And I'm saying that what happens is that you change the politicians if you want to change the politics. So if we sit here and talk to ourselves and get excited about ourselves, then we don't do anything. So I want to say this in conclusion, because I just came in and this is an off-the-cuff talk, and I support everything that we're doing. I love the solidarity. King's movement was a movement of the people, by the people, for the people. Breaking down Jim Crow segregation laws that are being established today. Government is setting those laws up. You drive down the street, you don't see anybody that look like us, black folks I'm talking about. And to my Latino brothers and sisters, more power to you. I love you, but we got to come together. It ain't about my people, my class, my clique. It's about everybody. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Power to the people.
Thank you, Brother Hamid. Right now, it's a lot of people up here. I'm looking at the faces. I'm seeing over about 400 or 500 years living up in here, just looking around, living in this neighborhood. Collectively, that's how many years we have. I'm looking at us. And one of my dear friends that I grew up with, me, Sherry, Faison, a lot of y'all know him from Big Perm, Faison Love, the comedian. We all grew up on this neighborhood, on this street right here. Movie stars, we got a lot of history up here. But I want to let my sister speak because we feel like our friend is being attacked. Our neighborhood, this is our friend we grew up in. And I want to give my friend Williams a chance to speak.
Hello. I grew up as Sherry Williams, but my name is actually Cecily. That's a nickname that my family has called me forever. So that's how I know how long you've known me. But I represent one of the first 5 to 10 families that moved down to Old Memory Lane. We moved into our house in 1973, 74, and I grew up there. I was 5 years old. On the street, we played in the lot before the across the street houses were made. We came to this park. We had picnics. We had games. We played up and down the street. You can't hardly cross Old Memory Lane. We used to play in the street. We played every game known to man. So everything you could play in the street, we played. And you can't hardly cross it. And that scares me more than anything. Now, I'm the last of my immediate family, but I still own Old Memory Lane. Thank you. So it is to keep that legacy going. I'm getting a little emotional. Keep that legacy going and represent my family. My mother, my father, they worked to buy that house. Old Memory Lane was established by military families, black military families. We had mostly Marine Corps and Navy, but we had Air Force, we have all military families that established this neighborhood, my big sister, she's over here. We've been neighbors for 52 years. Her father's 90 years old, and he's a Navy veteran. And my father and him, my mother and her mother, they are both looking down on us right now, but they used to meet at the fence in the middle of our yards. And so everything that is happening right now, it pains me. It's very stressful. See, I don't live here in San Diego because I left for work. And just like they were saying, just like all the speakers said, you can't afford to live here. My son is 30 years old. He can't stay in this house. He can't afford to live here. He is HVAC, plumbing, and all the credentials that go with it. But you have to move somewhere else because as beautiful as San Diego is, nobody can afford to live here. The people that are here can hardly afford to live here. So everything that we're trying to do, I come down. I live in Moreno Valley, but I ride down here. This is home. I tell people all the time, I just live in Moreno Valley. I'm from San Diego. My hood is from San Diego. So I'm always here. And it's just, everybody has come out from the surrounding community. We hope that we can grow our grassroots even stronger, get more information. And whoever mentioned that attorney, somebody get his card. Because we need to sign up for him. We need to sign up with him right now. Because we cannot, the amount of housing that we're going to put up there, there's no way we got to take it a shortcut. Flying. I mean, just flying. And there are no youth. That's the other crazy part. There are no youth, hardly, on Old Memory Lane. And not on that end. On the park side, when you come this side of Luber, it's safer on this side. But on the other side, it's a traffic stop. People are coming through there, and we can't get these people. They put some lines up. We need some speed bumps. We really need some speed bumps. So I've got elderly neighbors, the mothers and fathers that have been here, families that are growing up. They can't hardly walk across. They can't cross the street. So I'm grateful that came out. Grateful for your hearts being in the situation, for the organizations, for all of the information. I'll be back. That little purple spider over there. You'll see me. You'll see me down here, but I want to make sure that we know that you know that I know that everybody here is in the community. We're all one big family, and we're hoping that we can get together and stop some of the things that are decimating our communities. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Well, we're going to wrap it up here today, you guys. But before we do, I want to ask if you support us. We got some hamburgers, hot dogs. People brought stuff. Leave a donation. I ain't going to tell you how much, but just leave a donation. We need to be able to repeat this. to duplicate this at the next press conference and follow this up. And don't be in such a rush to leave. Socialize in some of these spaces. Go to somebody you don't know, and say something to them, and share your experience. And also, we need you to sign up. We need you guys to get engaged. We need you guys to show up to the next neighborhood with love from San Diego United Communities. And we want to get momentum going. We want to keep this momentum going all the way through the primaries, all the way to the election day. Amen? All the way to election day with this. Did you guys, start getting in shape, get on the treadmill, whatever you got to do. Well, we need you out here, okay? Just like you did today, and I'm touched, actually. Can I get my music? Can I get my anthem?
Hey, really quickly. Lisa brought
Come on up, Lisa.
Come on, Lisa. Say a few words.
Keep it going. Keep that music going.
Okay, Emerald Hills, Encanto, and San Diego.
Wait.
We're here because D.R. Horton, the #1 builder in the whole nation, wants to put footnote 7 housing on radio towers. Let's be very clear. Who is D.R. Horton? Okay, he has several lawsuits across multiple states for things just like this. Okay, cities across the nation have stood up. Communities just like we are have gone to their city council meetings. Their city councils have listened to them, have stopped his projects, have postponed them, and have had him do amendments. Our city council has done none of that. Okay, as he's building projects like this across the states, he is harming their communities just like he's harming or planning to harm ours. You go on the 94, coming back to come to the community in the afternoon, you can't get off going westbound. You have to do a U-turn on Kelton and Federal. You have to get back on going eastbound and get off on Federal, and those two exits are packed. D.R. Horton is not going to pay for infrastructure. The city has no funds for infrastructure. They have no plans to do any of that. Also, lawsuits regarding the houses he is building. They are deficit. Their contracting is poor. Let's talk about can we not get good quality builders on these projects? There's lawsuits against them. He has poor warranty response, and it's not just one community. This is nationwide. And then we're going to talk about affordability. He has a mortgage arm. His projects go through his mortgage company, and his mortgage company is committing fraud. You look it up, you Google it, DHI. The people that he's saying he's giving affordable housing to, what's happening? When it switches to another lender, their property taxes go up because now it is the improved property taxes. They now have $1,000 extra in their mortgage, and that is not affordable. So what happens? They default. They default, and who comes in the neighborhood? So let's be very clear. D.R. Horton, we do not want you. We do not want your houses. We do not want your poor construction. We do not want your mortgages. We want radio towers as a park, and we want it, if it's going to be developed by quality people as R1-2 housing only.
Lisa is very, very powerful person in our community, Lisa. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, so that concludes this press conference. Couple things real quick. Sign up. Take out your phones right now. Take out your phones. If you've got social media, follow our social media pages. San Diego United Communities, Facebook, Instagram, www.sandiegounitedcommunities.com. Sign up because this is a rapid wildfire now. We're going into every single neighborhood. I want city council and the mayor to look at us like, uh-oh, they're united, and they're united quick. That's the message that this group wants. We're an advocacy group for the people, by the people, with no rules. We can do whatever the hell we want. We have no rules. I can sit up here. I can do whatever I want. I don't belong to it. I do belong to many other groups that tie my arms behind my back, but this one, we can do whatever we want. So I want you guys to follow us, get involved. I'd like to see Emerald Hills at the next neighborhood, because we can't just keep doing stuff ourselves. We need help, we need power, we need money. So, like Greater Golden Hills, they're up there. They're already like at that tiny tip of winning. Let's contribute some money if we can to them so they get that win and we can piggyback. All right? We're here for you. Let's be there for all of them. That's how we're going to win. We're going to win. We got this. I'm getting tons of emails to meet with council members, and I'm saying, no, I don't want to. Because I'm not going to meet with them by myself. I'm meeting with you, with all of us. We're one voice. We're one city, and we're pretty damn powerful. We're coming for you. Sit here, chat, get to know your neighbors, because you're going to see them at the next one. Don't forget, January 24th, Balboa Park, we're going to do the repeal the fees. We don't want to pay for parking. Okay, we don't. Why are you going to implement this in our down our throats, Todd Gloria? Who are you to tell taxpayers what we're paying for? No. We're gonna tackle all the San Diego tax-paying